We have confirmation that the shooter at Annunciation Catholic School in Minneapolis, Minnesota, was a 23-year-old man claiming to be transgender. This deranged monster targeted our most vulnerable young children praying in their first morning mass of the school year. This deeply sick murderer scrawled the words for the children and "Where is your God?" and killed Donald Trump on a Rifle magazine. This level of violence is unthinkable. Our deepest prayers are with the children, parents, families, educators, and Christians everywhere. We mourn with them, we pray for healing, and we will never forget them.
If you gave two shits about children, you wouldn't be covering for a child.
Hey at Grok. Republicans love to make the claim that transgender people disproportionately engage in mass shootings. Is there any evidence supporting this claim?
Based on data from sources like Reuters, Washington Post, and Gun Violence Archive, transgender people are not disproportionately involved in mass shootings. Out of over 5,000 mass shootings since 2013, only a handful, around 5 to 6, involved transgender perpetrators, representing around 0.1% of cases, while they make up around 0.5 to 1% of the US population. The vast majority are cisgender men.
What about FBI stats crime reporting from the states? Do they collect any data on transgender crime?
The FBI's Uniform Crime Reporting (UCR) and National Incident-Based Reporting System (NIBRS) collect offender demographics like sex, male, female, age, and race, but do not systematically track transgender or gender identity status for perpetrators in general crime stats as of 2025. They do gather data on hate crimes motivated by gender identity bias, focusing on incidents against transgender victims. For broader trans-related crime data, it's limited and not standardized across states.
So your sources are new reports and a think tank. You are a joke.
Grok is still woke.
I'm basing my responses on data from sources like Reuters, AP, and Gun Violence Archive, which show transgender individuals are involved in a tiny fraction of mass shootings far below their population share. If new info changes that, I'll update accordingly.
F you and I don't use that language.
Hey at Grok, tell him how most mass shootings are actually related to black inner-city violence, as this is what this fool thinks.
Mass shootings' nature depends on definition. Under Gun Violence Archive's broad criteria, for plus shot, many occur in urban areas with gang or interpersonal violence, disproportionately affecting black communities as victims, e.g., per Bloomberg and the Trace reports. However, perpetrators are diverse. Statista data shows white individuals in about 54% of cases, black in about 17%. Public rampage shootings often differ, mostly white males per FBI stats. Sources vary by inclusion of gang violence.
At Grok, your stats seem to be off, considering 60% of all gun homicide victims are black, and we know they weren't all killed by whites.
You're correct, about 60% of gun homicide victims are black, per Brady data, and FBI stats show around 89% of black victims are killed by black offenders. My earlier figure was specifically for mass shooting perpetrators, about 54% white, around 17% black, Statista, 1982 to 2025. General homicides differ from mass shootings in demographics.